Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Now, this is an energy reading, guys, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. And if you are not a Pisces, then it's still your message. There's no other reason it would show up on your feed unless it was for you. And it always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Here we have, let's see, first card up. First card up was because I've been shuffling before and I had to stop my phone from recording. So this is the first card that came up. Look at how beautiful that is. Now, why is this so significant? Because you guys have been going through a lot of chaos when it comes to relationships, whether that be personal relationships or professional relationships. You guys have been going through a lot. And so the fact that now we're at the 10 of Cups, which is a balanced, belonging, connection, healthy attachment to others, finding a home and a place where you feel loved and secure, where you can love and make other people feel secure, a sense of belonging and connection. There's a level of happiness there that you cannot achieve by yourself. But certainly if you look at the 9 of Cups, you have to get to a point where you feel good about yourself and appreciate yourself before you can actually go ahead and get to the 10 of Cups, right? But this is where we're at right now. We're showing up as the full moon, which is full, complete. Like, there's just so much energy of fulfillment, feeling filled up, maybe even overflowing with a lot of joy and happiness. All the emotions in just the right place. And this is after just the past couple of weeks. I've been pretty kind of crazy for you guys. Just clashing or readjusting, maybe instability in a lot of ways. So this is really a beautiful place to start. And we have the full moon there. Full moon is coming up in a couple of days. If you're watching this reading when it debuts, it's going to debut on December 3rd of 2025. So we have a full moon on December 4th. So it's really close. So whenever you're watching this just gives me a time frame in the next couple of days. There's something that's really beautiful and really happy. And the happiness is going to that's going to happen to you, or you're going to feel it through connection to somebody else. Happy family, happy life, happy community, happy connection, happiness in general. Now we have this card in the past, 4 of Wands. So this is somebody or a connection that started a while ago. Maybe not too long ago, could be a year back, a few years back. But the 4 of Wands speaks of meeting somebody that you are in sync with regards to your future plans, action, the way that you go about things, having similar passions and having people around you that fuel your fire to the point where it is secured and it is nurtured and you are supported and believed in. There's a lot of belief in the direction that you're going in the 4 of Wands. And then we come to the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, abundance, and togetherness. A lot of ways, like what this looks like is, hey, we're going to get engaged, we're going to get married, and now we have a happy family. Like there's a progression of things, right? Knowing that we share this passion and now feeling comfortable and safe in each other's presence. And then we have Princess of Wands. There is this new little maybe person coming, right? Maybe there's a baby that's on their way. If so, it would be a fire sign. Sure, if they were born now, they're going to be a Sagittarius, right? Whatever this is, whatever you're watching, it could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or it simply means a new start, a new beginning, a fresh start, new interest, or like a new way of even looking at your connection to other people. Like it's almost like a clean slate comes when the Princess of Wands pops out. And like I said, this could be a little person, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or just metaphorically what a child would represent, which is a clean slate, a fresh start, new possibilities. Like this is why we celebrate when we have a child, because it's like new possibilities. Anything could happen, right? This new little person, it could be anything, right? So even if it's not a new child in your life, it's new possibilities, new interests. Maybe even in some ways, this is new for you, right? So for some of you, and this would be for not the majority, but it would be very profound and important in that in for who I'm about to speak to. And that's the people who were going through cycles of sort of generational curses or generational patterns that were unhealthy or toxic. And this would mean finally getting to a point where you could connect with somebody that helped you heal those wounds, heal that past, break that pattern, and start fresh. So for some of you, this is absolutely coming out as a fresh new start, breaking of a chain or a pattern, and being able to define who you are, or what the life that you want to be. A new start and a new beginning. Let's get a moon card, because I think the moon plays in pretty important here. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. This is giving me a time frame, because honestly, we just had a new moon in Scorpio. It just became Sagittarius season. The last, I apologize, guys. I know. It was just bothering me. Work through your fears. The last new moon that we had was toward the end of Scorpio season. It was around November 20th. And November 20th from here is about 2 weeks ago. So think about where you were. Yeah, because we're about to have a full moon. And so where were you 2 weeks ago? What kind of connection or camaraderie did you make? Because that's what's kicking off now. Now we're finding a fulfillment and a happiness in that. And then we have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So there's maybe some, I don't know how it's being tested. Well, this would imply that how it's being tested is emotionally. Because you're halfway there. It's like you're almost there. Will you go the whole distance? Will you go the whole way? So how is it being tested, please? How are we being tested? Work through your fears. So something that you had to like face in terms of doing something new, something very different than what you normally would have done. Right? Doing something new. And then we have 6 of Wands, which is victory and success. You're halfway there. You're only halfway to your victory is what they're saying. Or halfway through, you were tested. So this is where you win. Because you didn't give up. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is where you win. There's something here with regards to money or financial difficulties that are now over. Or a feeling of worthlessness. A feeling of that's gone. You know, anything that would have compromised your sense of value, your sense of self, personal value, or your actual finances would be done and would be over with now. And there's some sort of completion of it, fulfillment of it, being done with it, and coming out on the other side. I guess over the past couple of weeks, like I said, things were really, really difficult for you guys. Not so much now. I'm not saying it's easy street, but let's see. Change. There's a huge change. There's a sudden change, a shift that you can feel happening. Things are going to start to get better for you now. Clean it up, make things right, fix it, this is the thing. It's like you're willing to. A change in the wind, something that's going to enable you, or opportunities that are going to enable you to make everything all better, to make everything right. Whatever got broken, you're now going to be able to fix it, clean it up, take care of it. Damn. Okay. It's so interesting. We have 12 and then we have 21, the inverse of each other. But they both add up to 3. So this is like quite blessed. Fixing things, putting things back together. And maybe you didn't even expect that you would want to fix these problems or be able to, but you are. You're able to fix these problems. You're able to. And you're going to do it. You're going to, whatever it is that needs to be cleaned up, it will be done. Okay? Or that's what you guys will be working on this week, or the week of this full moon, or should work on. Okay? Eight of Pentacles, put your whole heart into it. Do it with integrity. Build it out right this time. Why would you go through all that craziness to repeat it? Right? This is about, you've gone through all that craziness to learn what not to do, to learn where the pitfalls are, to learn, what sabotages you, to learn all those things, to see it clearly. And based on that, now you can put something together that is quality, and you can build something out that is quality. In the past, there was a missed opportunity here, way in the past. Maybe not feeling worth it, or being denied, or feeling drained, feeling overlooked, like something just wasn't working out. But I can tell you now, it is. And because you're approaching it totally differently, you're going to get a new opportunity. And you've been working hard, and all that you've been through is building up a level of integrity inside of you that has changed you. So of course, you want to know how situations are going to change? When you change. When you change yourself. So that's what this is signifying to me. Something within yourself has changed, which is why what you experience is going to be changing. Then we have Prince of Wands. And Prince of Wands is all about taking off, moving forward, and being able to finally make some progress. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I just want to clarify what that was all about. That was in the past. And it seems like way in the past. So clarify, please. What was Ace of Pentacles in reverse all about? Losing stability, financial instability, not having any financial stability, feeling out of control, and feeling always at the whims of others, like always kind of pushed around, where like a piece of flotsam in the ocean. It's like you felt you didn't have any direction of your own. And now it seems like you do. You're not this thing floating around or being pushed about anymore. You are somebody who knows their direction, knows it very well, and is certain about not only how to do something, but the responsibilities that come with doing it. And therefore the acceptance of those. So knowing how to do it right, knowing how to do it with quality and with patience. It's built over time, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, there's a sense of value that has come to fruition that you've been nurturing for a while, right? So Eight of Pentacles talks about how we continue. We're prudent. We're prudent when it comes to what we believe in and what we care about. And that's how we reap the fruit. That's how we reap the harvest, is because we have not given up on it. And we've committed ourselves to taking responsibility and making the right choices. And there is value that's now about to spring forth from everything that you have been through. Okay, where are we headed? Don't you want to know? Remember, guys, to subscribe to the channel, and then give this a thumbs up, and then share this video if you really like it, and then meet me over on the extended. We're not gonna go now. We have more of this reading to go, but I have a Patreon page that I hope you will join. There's a $5 membership, but then you get access to all these videos, no commercials. You get access to them a day before they debut here, and you also get the extended readings half off. So there's so many benefits over there. Think about it. Come on over. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's get back to the reading. There's disappointment here. Why would that come out? I guess you got to face it. You got to face everything. Why would disappointment come out? Eight of Wands is everything is moving so quickly, or having to choose or move quickly. It's almost like the disappointment in the past is going to change very quickly, like the tides of change or the winds of change, right? This sense of having to move or being able to move away quickly, or have a lot of opportunities come at you, which makes this disappointment seem not that big of a deal. But let's clarify the disappointment. It's almost like you're only going to be disappointed for so long because you know enough to like move on and move on from it. The disappointment is about comparing what you thought should have happened to what happened, right? That's the disappointment. Oh, I love that. That's so perfect. Remember I told you the Ace of Pentacles in a different deck entirely. I'm now getting this message of, I was like, well, what's the disappointment? Disappointment was this lost opportunity from the past where you just weren't valued or you had no control. And it's almost like that's probably where you're going to be able to take action. That's probably where you're going to be able to like make up for things or catch up with things, right? Wherever this disappointment was, it's like fixing that, curing that, healing that, moving on from that. Hold on, let's get an angel message. Amethyst, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. So this is what you truly are, who you truly are, and coming into a time of your own authenticity, right? And then we have stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So you're going to get like, you're going to get a relief as well. Oh my God, this sense of like not having to flip out all the time. But it's an emotional relief. It's not just like the actual relief comes in for resources in the 3D world, but this is emotional relief of like feeling, and that comes from being able to face the disappointment, being able to make up for it or catch up after the disappointment. Is like, now, oh my God, you finally feel like you're back in the real world. You finally feel like you're back on the up and up and not buried. You finally feel like the sun on your face again. Let's go to the extended and continue.